So today's topic is normalizer transformation. Okay. So what is normalizer transformation? What it will do? Okay. So we'll learn about that and how we normalize the data. What is pivoting and unpivoting, and how can we achieve that by using the normalizer transformation. So that's what we'll learn today. So here normalizer will do unpivoting of the data. Okay. Let's see what is unpivoting of the data. For example, you have an employee ID. Okay. Or every time we are going ahead with employee, right? Let's go ahead with the student. Okay. Student ID, student name, and they have few subjects. Okay. What are those subjects? Let's choose a subject as English, Hindi, mathematics, physics, and then chemistry. Okay. Let's assume we have students and they have these subjects. Okay. So it will track the marks of the subjects for each and every student. Okay. So student ID is, for example, 100. Okay. Student name Ashok. Okay. Then here the marks will be 85. Okay. 90, 95. Okay. 86, 90. Okay. And then we have another student, 200, and then Samatha. Okay. This is 90. For example, 88. Okay. 100, 95, 80. Okay. So now we have this data. So what is called unpivoting is, now for each and every student we have subject as a column name, right? For each and every subject we are providing the marks here under each and every column. So you have around 5 columns are there, one for English, one for Hindi, and then mathematics, physics, and chemistry. Okay. Now you have marks under it. So what is unpivoting is, how you have to display the data is student ID, student name, okay, subject, and then marks. It should come like this. Okay. So how you need to give the data here? 100. Tell me how it will come, Ashok. And what is the subject?
English.
English.
85.
85. Then
100. Nope. Hindi. 90.
100. Ashok.
Mathematics 95.
Physics. And then 86. 100. Ashok. Okay. Chemistry. Then 92. Okay. Same
200.
thing we have to repeat for Samatha as well. Okay. 200 and then Samatha. So now it will be repeated as it is. Okay. What are the marks? 90, 88, 100, 95, 80. Okay. This is how we want to store the data. Okay. So this is what you call it as unpivoting. Okay. What you call this as unpivoting. Okay. The terminology is unpivoting of the data. Okay. Unpivoting of data. Okay. If you are converting from this to this, then what you call it as pivoting the data. Okay. The terminology is pivoting of the data. So now what normalizer will do? it will take this data, it will convert it into this particular format. Why we have to convert into this format? It is based on requirement. For example, you want to calculate the highest marks for each and every student. How can you calculate? By using this data. So I want to understand for each and every student, what is the highest mark? For example, for Ashok, what is the highest mark?
95.
5. For Samatha, it is 100. So how you will calculate that information from this table now? For example, you have this table. How you will calculate that? Any idea? For example, we have a table. Yeah, tell me.
It's already there 9500. So directly can't we take the data? What is there in calculating?
Now you have this data in a table. What will be the query for you? For example, this is student table. Okay.
Okay.
This student table. Then what is the query for you? If you want to get the highest marks for each and every student. So how data should be displayed? Student ID, student name, maximum marks. Okay. 100. Ashok will be there. Maximum marks is 95. Okay. 200. Samatha. No, maximum marks is 100. How you will display? How you will get data like this? By using a query. What will be the query to get this information?
Okay.
Can you apply max of English or max of all these columns?
No.
No.
Why? What max will
Will be.
do?
It will take long time.
No, it is not.
If from each subject, it will take maximum. It will not show the
So
highest.
it is not at the row level. That maximum is what you will give. Okay, in your query. For example, if it is a student table. Okay, so what you will write? Select. For example, student table is there. Select R1. Then you will get max of what you will give. Column name will come, right? What column name you will give? Either you will give English or you will give some mathematics or physics. So what it will do? It will take the max of this column, not max of this row. Right?
Yeah.
Now from here you can calculate the like that, right? For example, for Ashok, this is a group. Okay, you will group by student ID, student name, and then you will calculate max of marks. What you will get? You will get 95. So like that you can do here, but here you can't do it. So there will be some requirements like that. At that time, if you are getting data like this, you have to convert the data into this format, and then you have to apply the logic. Okay.
Yeah.
What the requirement when we will like if you're getting some requirement like that, at that time you have to go in that way. Okay. So now let's store this data into another Excel. Okay. Because we have to read only this data, right? So it has to convert it into this particular format. Now I'm storing this data here. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll save it. Okay. Control S. Where I have to save it. Let me go and save it in source files. Okay. In that training is there. In that, okay, normalizer file. Okay.
Yeah.
For file data. And then let's store it as comma delimited. Okay. Now we have stored this data. Let's go and try to connect to our Informatica now. Okay. I think this services should have been started by now. Okay. Yeah, now you are able to connect. Okay. Now you have this one. Let's go and create a mapping. So what should be the name? M underscore file normalizer to DB target DB. Okay. Target DB normalizer table. Let's give normalizer table. Okay. Denormalize table. Okay. Normalized table, not denormalized table. Okay. Now what you want? You need to have the
Source.
source. So do you have this that source structure with you now?
Yes,
No.
sir.
To import.
Yeah. So
Just
if you have, yeah, tell me something.
we just created the table, so I thought that is the source file.
Yeah. So you have you have a file, okay? In this file,
Yeah.
you have the data. But here in Informatica, you don't have that structure as of now, right?
Yeah.
Informatica, as of now, you have not imported the structure. So Informatica don't know, like, I have a file with this structure. Now, if you have to read the data from that file, what you need to do? You have to import that structure for you, right? What you have to do? Go to source, import from database,
File.
Yes.
File.
no, import from
And
file, because our data is there in the file, okay?
file.
Import from file, okay? Now, go back, training folder, inside the training, okay? What you have, source files are there, where we have,
Training. We need to
In
go
the
training.
yeah, inside training, you have it. So you have to choose all
Yes.
files here. Then normalized file data will come. Okay. This is there, and import field names from the first line. Next. Okay. It is comma delimited. Next, for the student ID, remove these. Okay. Now you are getting student ID. Okay. Student
Yeah.
name, English, Hindi, mathematics, physics, and chemistry. You're getting everything properly. Now click on finish. Now you got the normalizer file data.
Yeah.
What you have to do? Go to source, and then it is
Drag
CSV, right?
also.
You have to go here. It came
Flat
here
file.
into the flat file. Now it came here.
Yeah.
Your normalizer data is there. Okay.
Yeah.
Now what we do? We have to add the normalizer. Okay. Where is the normalizer? You know the normalizer transformation, how it looks. No, we don't.
Joiner.
Right? So here you can do in this way. Then it will show all the names of the transformations. So this is the normalizer transformation. Okay. As of now, we are selecting here and then we are clicking here, right? Then that transformation is coming up. What is the another way of doing it? If you are here in the mapping designer, here you have a tab transformation, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Create a transformation. Here it will ask you to select what transformation you want. So it will give all the transformation names. There is a normalizer transformation. Here you have normalizer transformation. Give the name of the transformation. Okay. Normalizer. Okay. Unpivot student. I'm giving that name. Okay. This transformation was created.
Yeah.
Okay. Transformation is created. Now, what you have to do? You have to drag and drop here, right?
Yeah.
Drag and drop the data. But it is not allowing us to drag and drop. What issue you are getting? Cannot copy a column to this transformation. Okay.
Yeah.
We are not able to, as of now, whenever we are creating any transformation, what we are doing, we are just dragging and dropping it into that particular transformation. Now, if you are trying to do the same thing with this transformation, what is happening?
Cannot copy.
You cannot copy the column into this transformation. That's what the error it is showing. So what we have to do with this one is, so we are not going to read the data as it is into our table, right? Into our target table. We don't want to store like this, right? We want to convert these columns into rows, right? So for that, once you create the normalizer transformation, you have to go to normalizer. Then you have to add the columns, how you want to store the data. Okay. So add the column. First, what you want? Student name you want, right? Student name, first one. Oh, sorry, student ID you need. Okay. And what is the other one? Student ID. And then student name. For student name, what is the data type? String or end string you can give. Okay. What is the other column that we want? If you go here into the Excel, student ID, student name, and then subject, and then marks. Okay. Clear? Now let's go and add marks. Okay, I'm adding marks. Okay, let's add subject afterwards. I'll tell you why I'm asking you to add this after the implementation. Okay, let's come to that point. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
So now you have marks. So here, which is getting repeated here? So here you have 4, right? Which is getting converted here.
Student ID.
Marks are getting converted, right? For each and every subject. The student ID as it is coming, student name as it is coming. What you are converting here? You are converting this into rows, right? How many columns are there here?
5.
5. So you have to give 5 here. So what it will do? It will store them as columns. Okay. Sorry, it will store them as records. Okay. So what it will do? From source, it will convert this into 5 records instead of 5 columns. Okay. So how it will come? Let's see. Now you got 5, right? Okay. Click on apply. Got it. Now how you got it here? You're storing these as. So five columns are there, right? So all of that data will go into this one, marks. So automatically your input ports were created, right? Based on your output.
Yeah.
So here, if you come to Normalizer, what you have done, you have just created student ID, student name, and marks. And here, marks is getting repeated. For 5 subjects, we have to have the data, right?
Yeah.
We have 5 subjects. So here, marks will be occurred 5 times. Here, if you see the data, which one is repeated here? For example, take first record. Okay, here to here. In this, which one is repeated? Now, in your target, you have marks, right? Here, marks is repeated or your name is repeated?
Name.
No. Here, a repeat is not like you are creating some duplicate, okay? It is the same name, right? It is the same name is there. So here, marks are there, right? Marks are 5 subjects. You want to store that information and you want to unpivot the data. And for those 5 subjects, you want to store it in a record way. Okay. Here marks are getting repeated. So it is occurring 5 times, right? So in this record, now you have, for example, what you have? Consider this record. Okay. So that you will be clear. Okay. Consider this record. Now, student ID is there in your target, right?
Yeah.
Student name is there. And then you want to store marks. Okay. This you are clear, right?
Yeah.
So in this record, student ID, how many times it came?
1.
In this record, how many times student ID is there?
1.
1 time. Student name?
1.
1 time. And then marks?
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many times it is occurred? 5 times it is occurred. So this is how we are creating the ports here. You got it?
Yeah.
If you are having any confusion, which one we need to mention, like these many times it is occurring, you have to go in this way. Take one record from the source and see your target columns, copy your target column, okay? And see how many times it is occurring, each and every column. Clear now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now it is occurred 5 times. So if you automatically create these 3 columns, what you got? You got all these 3 columns. So student ID, only 1 occurrence. Student name, only 1 occurrence. Marks, it is occurred 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is creating 5 different columns here. Automatically it will create. Got it?
Yeah.
Now, apart from those 2, you have 2 more columns. What are those columns? GK and GCID. Okay. What are those columns? GK and GCID. Okay. So GK is nothing but generated key, generated column ID. Okay. Generated column ID. Okay. So generated column ID. So it will consider it as, it will give numbering, sequence of numbering. Okay. generated column ID means for the first mark. So here this marks is occurred 5 times, right? So what it is giving? Marks, okay, student ID, student name, okay. Then first one is marks 1, right?
Yeah.
Marks 1, and then marks 2, marks 3, okay, marks 4, and then marks 5. So for this, what will be the GCID? Generated column ID. So this marks 1 will be, how you will point?
English.
You will point to English, right? So it will be English means it will give 1, okay?
Yeah.
Column ID, it is giving column ID. So for marks 2, what it will give? It
2.
will be English, okay, and then it will give 2. For this, it is Hindi. It is based on what you are mapping here, okay. Normally we will map it in the sequence, right? So in the what will come? Mathematics, okay, mathematics, physics, and then chemistry. And this, for this one, it will come as 3, 4, and then 5. This is your generated column ID, okay.
Yeah.
So what is the generated key? It is kind of a sequence, okay. It is kind of a sequence. So what it will give? It will give sequence of numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like this it will give. But whereas for generated column ID, now for one person, okay, English is there. For this, it will give it as generated column ID. It will give it as 1, 2, 3, 4 because English, Hindi, Math, and Physics, Chemistry. Again, once English comes, what it will do?
It will give
1.
Again, it will give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because that is generated column ID, right? Because here column ID is English. For English, it will give 1 only. For Hindi, it will give 2 only. Whereas GK, what it will give?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, like that it will give. Okay, like that it will give. Here 1, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like that it will give sequence of numbering for this for all the records whatever you load. Okay. Whereas GCID is generated column ID. For that column, whatever the ID is there, for example, you are giving numbering, right? Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you are giving, right? So that numbering it will give. Clear?
Yeah.
So whenever English is repeated, it will give 1. Hindi is coming 2. Like this, it will come. So what you have in your data now, apart from this subject, you have all these columns, right? These are for our understanding, right? So here it is generating this GCID. Based on this GCID, we have to populate the subject name. Okay. Based on this GCID, because it will generate GCID. It won't generate all of this because it will just give the numbering. It don't know like it is English or Hindi. It won't take care of all of that. Okay. It will just give numbering. Based on the numbering, we have to calculate this. So that's the reason. Let's add this at the end. First, let's see whether data is getting generated in this format. Okay.
But copying in the same manner is like easy, then this is like, it looks like complicated, giving like many fields.
Which one?
Changing the data, other than giving it directly the names English, Hindi, mathematics.
So you can't give it like this because this is the functionality of your normalizer. So what it will do, it will take the numbering of these things. So based on numbering, again, you have to change the name here. Okay. I will tell you another way of doing it. Okay. This is because you will get to know now you are using router and you are using filter as well. So router is making the making your mapping simpler, or filter is making it simpler when you have to filter on multiple things.
Router is making simpler, filter makes
it because
multiple.
Yeah, you will take it it will make multiple flows, right? So we can achieve this. Okay, we can achieve this by using other transformations as well. How you can achieve it? Okay, how you can achieve that? Now you have this one. What you want? Student ID, student name, and then marks, right? So how you will do it? For example, yeah. So you have student ID, student name. Okay, you want subject and then marks. What you need first? First, which subject you want? English, right? English. Then just select these things only. Okay, in your query, how to select only these 3 columns?
Select
Select
student ID.
student ID, student name, English from student table. That's what you will write, right? Right?
Yeah.
What you will write? ID,
Select
name,
ID name. Subject.
English. English is the column name right here. Right? That's what you will. And then you have to hard code. What you have to hard code? English as the subject, right? As subject name. This is how you need to write.
Yeah.
Then what you have to do? You will get only these 3 records, right? These 2 records. Sorry.
Yeah.
Now again, what you have to do? You have to do the same thing. Sorry, something again. Okay. You have to do the same thing, but what you have to do here? Hindi. Then subject name you have to give Hindi. Now these are 2 sets. How you can join both of them? Means combine them. Union.
Yeah.
All right. For again, you want for another subject. Again, you have to write same thing. Right.
Mathematics.
This is for mathematics. Again, this is for mathematics. Can you replicate this in Informatica? How you can replicate this in Informatica?
New expression.
Oh, okay. Now go to Paint, and then now you will understand. Okay. What you will do? First, you will take some source.
Yeah.
Right. First, you will take. Okay. Let me close this. Let me open Word document, so it will be easy. Okay. So now here, if you come here, okay, what you will do in Informatica? First, okay. First, you will take source, right?
Yeah.
So you have source. After that, what you will do?
Source qualifier.
Source qualifier will be there. Okay. After that, source qualifier will be there. Okay. Source qualifier will be there. And after that,
Expression.
you need an expression. Okay. After that, you need an expression. So in this expression, what you will do? You will pull
Import
student ID, name, okay,
subject.
and then what you will get? You will
Subject.
have marks. You will have marks means English column you will get, right?
Yeah.
English column you will get, and then you will create new port, okay, new port to store the name of the subject. New port you will create subject. In this, you will give the name as English, right? You give the name as English. So now you have 1 column, 2 column, 3 columns. This you will call it as marks, right? This you will call it as marks, because in English you will get marks. Now you are getting another port subject. What you will do? You will join with, you will come back, you will load this data into target. But what is happening here? You are getting only English data, right? Now what you have to repeat here? You have to repeat.
One more expression.
You have to repeat this expression for each and every subject, right?
Yeah.
Now you will have one more, okay? Now you will have one more. This is for Hindi, for example, okay? Now you will have one more, which is for mathematics, and you will have one more, which is for, okay,
Physics.
okay, you will have it for physics, okay. So just consider like only these are there right now, okay. Only 4 are there. Then you have to get all of this data. Then what you have to do? You have to combine all of this into union, right? You have to take all of you have to combine all of this into one more union here. Okay. Data will come from union to, you have to link it to target. From source to here it will come. Okay. Okay. From here it is coming. And then from this to, it will go to here. And then what it will do? It will go to here as well.
Same target.
into
Yeah.
this one, it will go. Okay. And again, it will go to the third one. Okay. Again, it will
Yeah.
go to the third one. Again, it will go to the fourth one. Okay. From there, what it will do?
It will join to union.
And then all of this will come to union.
Union.
You'll combine all of these into union.
Union.
And then what you will do? Then
Union.
from union to target you will do. But in case of normalizer, what will happen? You need not to do all of these things. Everything will get removed, and only you will load the data into your
Union.
target. Okay, all of these things will get removed. We'll see how it will happen. Okay, then you will get an understanding.
Yeah.
But this is how it is. You got an understanding, right? How it is happening.
Yeah.
Samatha, you got an understanding, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now go to student ID. Okay, student ID input. Now you are able to link it, right? Student name. And then marks one is nothing but English,
English.
and then Hindi, mathematics, and then physics, chemistry. Okay, you got marks. Everything is here. Clear?
Yeah.
Now create target out of it. Create a target. What you are doing here? Create a target. This is what we wanted, except subject, everything is there, right? Now what you have to do? You have to link
Good.
everything. You have to link everything. Now change this. Okay, rename it unpivot student. Okay, it is coming properly. Now apply. Okay, go to target. Okay, in targets also it is created, right? Normalizer, where it is? Normalizer unpivot student is there. Okay, don't do anything over there. Oh, sorry. Let's go and take the structure of the table.
Yeah.
How I can do that?
Go to drag it in.
No.
Double click and
Targets, generate or execute SQL. Okay. Normalizer, right?
Yeah.
Normalizer, generate SQL. Okay. It is generated the SQL. Go here. Okay. Go to downloads. You have normalized, sorry. Refresh. Okay. Normalizer was not generated. Generate SQL file. Okay. Selected table. Sorry. Generate SQL file to overwrite. Okay. I think it is already there. Normalizer is there. Okay. Now open it with Notepad++. Okay. And then take the script out of it. Okay.
Copy,
And then
paste it in this queue.
here. But what other thing you want? You want subject as well, right?
yeah.
Subject name. For this, again give some 100. Okay. Now execute this. Okay. Your table is executed. Your table is executed. Now try to see the data from this table. Select star from this table.
I'll,
So what you have? Student ID, name,
I'll,
subject marks, and GK marks, GCID. But here, if you come here, do you have that column? Extra column is there here. What is the extra column that you have added?
subject.
Subject. So what we need to do? You have to go here, add that extra
Columns.
column. Okay, add that extra column. Okay, after student name, we want it. So subject. What is that? Subject name. Whatever the name you have given here, the same name we have to give it here. Okay, character 2 and then 100. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Apply. Okay, okay. And then now go to your mapping. Now you have linked everything. Subject name. So can we link subject name with anything here? Can we link it?
So marks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No.
No, these are input.
No,
Right?
no.
So input you
Yeah,
have,
yeah.
output. So here, did you calculate subject name here? No, right? So
No.
we did not calculate it. Let's leave as it is. So will any issue happens if we leave as it is? If it is not nullable, okay, what is here? It is nullable, right? If you're not giving anything, it is nullable. That means it will accept null values. So what will happen if you give the names? So if you want to store the data, if you don't want to insert the data into this column, you can leave out that from the insert statement, right? What you can do? Insert into, okay, same thing. It will create an insert statement, right? Insert into your table, okay? Insert into your table. You will give all column names. Student ID, okay? Student name, and then marks, and then GK underscore marks, GC ID underscore marks, right?
Yeah.
Can I insert the data like this? I don't have any subject name. If I insert the data like this, what will happen? It will insert null value into your subject name because it is nullable, right? If you're not mentioning the column name here, if you are loading the data into other columns, automatically it will insert null. But if you are making it not nullable, if you are not inserting it, then it will try to insert null into this column. That constraint will fail. Okay.
Yeah.
You know about this concept, right? Earlier we have discussed in one of the SQL sessions, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's go ahead and then save it. Okay. Arrange all iconic. Just simple, right? You're getting this data, normalizing it and storing it. Control S. Is it valid?
Yeah.
That means everything is fine. Now go to workflow. Okay. Go to workflow. Connect to your repository. Okay. It is getting opened. Now once it is opened, expand it. Connect to your repository. Give the password. Connect to your training folder. Okay. Double click on it. Automatically your workflow will be open. Okay. Now create one session. Create one session. For which mapping we are creating this session?
Normalizer.
Normalizer. Where you can see the normalizer mapping here. Here at the end you have it. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
Now go here. Go to mapping. Go to source. It is file. Okay. It is fine. Everything is fine. You have file in training folder. Training folder. What is the file name? What is the file name? You go here. Okay. What is the file name here? If you go to training folder, these are target files. These are source files. This is your file name, right? Normalized file data. This is your file name
CSV.
.csv. Okay. Now go to target. What you have to change? You have to make it normal, and you are connected to this database automatically, right? So if you want to connect to other database, you can do it. Do you want to truncate the data? No. Okay. Let me put as it is. Do you want to change the table name? No. Why you don't want to change the table name? If you go to the mapping, or if, if you go to the mapping, if you go to the target, what is the table name it is showing? Target NRM underscore unpivot student. What is the table name that we have created? NRM underscore unpivot STU. Both are same, right?
Yes.
Automatically it will load the data into that table only. You need not to change the table name here. And go to mapping, go to target. At the end you have table name. Here you need not to change anything. With the same structure, okay, with the same structure, if you are creating some other table, then you have to give that table name here. Okay, clear so far?
Yeah.
Okay, now save it. Control S. I have saved it. Run it. Will it fail or will it succeed? I'll say it will fail. Why? I have opened this file. This is every time we are doing, right? So let me restart it. Okay. Now you are clear why it is failed? the process cannot access the file because the file is being used by another reader, another process. Okay. Clear? Restart task. Okay. Now it is getting succeeded. What is happening? Go and check in the source and targets. What happened? For 2 records, it generated 5 records. Why it is generating 5 records? Why it is generating 5 records? 2 are this into how many columns you are unpivoting. How many columns you are unpivoting? 5. So number of records into number of unpivot columns. It will become the number of rows. Clear? Here, if you see, for each and every record, you are creating 5 records, right? Again, for this record, you are creating 5, right? So it will become 10. Got it? Now let's go ahead and check the data. Clear, right, so far?
Yeah.
Now you got it? GK. So in the same way we got it. For GK, it is generated key. Generated column ID is coming as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Clear? You got the denormalized data? Understood?
Yeah.
Now we have to give the subject name. So whenever the GC ID has 1, what is the subject name?
English.
English. If it is 2,
Hindi.
yeah. So how you will write that in the expression now? If you want to write some logic, then you have to go for expression only, right? You have to go for expression, right? If you want to write some logic.
Yeah.
Now here, from your normalizer, what you need to pull? You need to pull all of this. Sorry, shift Y it is getting pressed every time. Okay, pull all of these 5 columns. What you need to do? Ports. Here, student name is there, marks is there, GK marks. You want to add one more column, subject. What is that? Subject name. Right? Subject name. Okay. String. Is it an input for us?
No,
Are we getting
output.
this from input? No. So we have to write the logic here. How you can write the logic? You have if condition. Okay. You have if, right? So in if, what you do? So if condition first, what you will have? Condition, comma. If the condition is true, what will happen? If the condition is false, what will happen? So what is the condition for us? What is the condition now?
1 is equal to
Yeah,
is equal to
GCID, right? GCID, where you can see the ports. GCID marks equal to 1. If it is true, then what is the value you need to have in the subject?
English.
English. Clear here?
Yeah.
Now, if it is false, what will happen? Again, you have to check, right? Again, you have to check. Again, you will have if condition, right? Now, in case of true, you are checking marks equal to 1, then English. If it is false, then you have to check. If it is not equal to 1, then is it 2 or 3 or 4? That's what you need to check, right? Again, for if condition, okay? Again, for if you need to have condition, okay? Then true, then false. Clear?
Yeah.
So here in condition, what you will write?
GCID marks equal to 2.
Equal to 2. Then if it is true, what should be the value?
Hindi.
Hindi. If it is false, again you need to check. Again you need to check means again you need to have this. All right. So here what you have? Condition true, false. So what is the condition here? GCID equal to 3. Then what is the value?
Mathematics.
Mathematics only. Okay, mathematics only. Then false. Again if condition, right? You have to give brackets. So I'm giving in some proper way. Otherwise, you will get confused with these brackets. Okay, got it? Why I'm going in some proper way? Clear?
Yeah.
So here, this ID marks equal to here we have given 2. It is wrong. 3 we have to give. Okay. Here 4. If it is true, what is the subject name?
Physics.
Physics. If it is false, again, if condition, I'm giving two brackets, then I'm entering it. I'm writing here condition, true, false, so that I will not be confused. Okay. Condition, what is this? GCID marks equal to 5. Okay. What is the chemistry? If it is false, then not a subject. Okay, not applicable, because only these 5 are. Apart from these, if you are getting anything, it has to give NA. That means the subject is not valid. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but there is no way like you will get out of these 5, right? If you see the data here, you are getting only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But you have to give false condition, so you have given this. So now validate it. It is fine. It is correct, right? Now press OK, apply, and then OK. Now remove these connections for target because it is coming from normalizer. But from where you need to give these connections? From expressions you need to give. Okay. From expressions you need to give. Student ID, name, subject name, marks, GK marks, GCID marks. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Got it? Now save it. Control S, valid. Go to workflow. What I need to do here? What I need to do here?
Refresh mapping.
Refresh mapping. Then everything will get reflected. Control S. Okay. Now start task. Go to monitor. What is happening here? Succeeded. For 2 records, 10 records were loaded because 5 subjects are there. Go here. Check the data. Now see here. This is the data which we have loaded earlier.
Truncate.
Now did not truncate it. Why I have not truncated? I want to show the difference here, how these are coming, how these are getting generated. Okay. And also you can see the difference, what is happening. So for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you got it. English, Hindi, mathematics, physics, chemistry. And see here, GK, it is not getting reset. It is continuing from where it left in the last run. Clear? So it is kind of sequence generator without resetting in normalizer. You need not to store it. I just want to show you how it will generate it. That's the reason I'm showing you here. Okay. Clear? Now you got it? Any doubts in this?
No, we good.
No. Okay. Samatha, you are clear?
Yeah.
So what we did, we have created a source, you are clear. We have created a target, you are clear. What is the extra thing that we did? We did only normalizer. For normalizing, what we did first, we went into normalizer tab because we want to have student ID, name, and then marks. It is occurring 5 times because marks are getting displayed in 5 columns for each and every subject. We want to unpivot this. So this is occurring 5 times marks. So that's the reason we have given it as 5 here. If you give it as 5, what is happening? It will create those many number of input ports. Marks 1 to 5. Correct? Marks 1 to 5. It is creating. And then you have student ID, student name. These are inputs. These are outputs. Okay. If you create just these 3, student ID, name, marks, it will automatically create all these input columns and also these GK marks and GCID marks. Okay. So here GCID marks, it will refer to the subjects of each and every column. Here 5 columns are there. It will refer to those columns. When it is giving it as 1, that means it is English, 2 Hindi, 3 mathematics, 4 physics, chemistry is 5. Okay. And then what you will do? You will just link those respective columns from source qualifier. And then what you did? You have created a expression transformation. There you have calculated the subject name based on the GCID marks that you are getting. Okay. How we are doing it? By using an if-else condition. Okay. By using an if-else condition. Clear? And then you have added it to the target. So far clear?
Yeah.
So now how you will do this by using union transformation. You want to try it out?
Yeah.
How you will do by using union transformation here?
First, we will create for every
So
subject like.
just copy it. Okay. Just create. Okay. Copy as denormalize table using union. Okay. Normalize file normalizer to db normalize table using union. So everything will be same. Okay. Everything will be same. Only your normalizer will go away. Right. Your normalizer will go away. Here, what you will do? Okay. I'm arranging all. So what will happen? What will happen? Your student ID will come here, right? Because it is same, right? Student name. And what is the subject for us? What is the subject? Subject name is? What is the first subject?
English.
You will remove everything. You will give English. Okay? Validated successfully. Okay? And then, do you need these two columns? These are not there, right? These are columns of normalizer. So you'll remove it. So you have marks. Okay? Which marks you need in this one? English marks, right? First, because your subject name is English. Clear?
Yeah.
Now, if you run this, what will happen? Only English data will be loaded. How the data will be loaded? Only these two records will be loaded like this. Data will be loaded like this. Student ID, okay? Student name, okay? Marks, and then subject name, English. For this, it will come as English. And also for this one, it will come as English. This is how the data will be loaded if you run this one now, correct? Because subject name will be repeated for 2 records. Marks will come as it is, right? Correct? Clear
Yeah.
here? Or any doubts? Tell me, if you have any doubts here, tell me. Because you are pulling only marks of English here. That's the reason I'm hard putting the subject name as English. Because it's a column name, right? I can't populate it as a row value, right? I can't populate it as a column value, but it's a column name. Clear? Any doubts here?
No.
Now you have created this expression transformation. Rename it expression English. All right, apply. Now, what you need to do? You need to create the same thing. Copy. Okay, and
Hindi.
paste it. Okay, and then paste it. Okay, you pasted it. Here, what you need? You need here.
Hindi.
Okay, you need Hindi. Okay, okay, and then you need to link this one. Sorry, you need to link this. But it should not be, okay, it should not be, in subject name is an output, so it is not linking to come it to marks. Clear? You got Hindi, right?
Yes. So we should do for all the subjects.
Yes, so we need to do for all the subjects.
So for in this case, we can't use file indirect, sir.
No, file indirect is to read the data from files. How it
So
is
you
there?
said instead of union.
Now you have same data in multiple files. You want to read in this format only. Then it will work, right? File indirect in this case also by using normalizer also it will work. But file indirect is consuming multiple files, not to change column to row, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So now you
Yeah.
got. Do I need to explain for all other things here?
No,
right?
need.
We'll do
Yeah.
for other things. Okay. Now what I will do, I'll remove this linking. What I will do, add union here. Okay. Add union here. Okay. And then add this one. Okay. Now go to groups. Okay. New group. What is this? English. Okay. Another group, Hindi, right?
Hindi.
In the group codes, what you have? Student ID, name, marks, everything came. Okay. Now here, if you drag and drop, if you drag it, it is connected to English. So now what you need to do? You have to connect to
You should
Hindi.
connect it to Hindi.
And what you need to do? You need to connect all of these to
Okay.
student ID, name, subject name, marks. This is how you have connected. Arrange all. And then in your target, you have these two columns, right? You are not linking these two columns because you are not getting these two columns. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
save it. Now go to workflow and create a session, right? Because this is a new mapping, right? Create a session. Where is this? Union. Okay. Now go here. Go to mapping. Go to normalizer. Then you will have training slash. What is the file name for you? Normalized file data. Okay. Normalized file data dot CSV. And into the same table you want to load, right? Let's see how it will. Okay. Into the same table because the table is same, right? You go here, your target table name, you can see here. It is referring to the same table, right? Do I need to change the table name here? No, right? Because it will load into the same table. You need not to, okay. I need to save it. Control S, right click, start it, go to monitor. It is succeeded for two only because we loaded only for Hindi and English, right? We have loaded the data only for Hindi and English. Now, if you see, you got the data for only Hindi and English here.
Yeah.
And all, these two columns are coming as null because we did not link it. And those are nullable in our table. Clear?
Yeah.
Any doubts in today's session?
No.
What you have learned? Normalizer is nothing but unpivoting data. And then we have two approaches. Okay. We have two approaches for this one. One is by using normalizer transformation. And the another one is using union and then expression. Okay, expression and then union. Okay, clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you're clear with the two approaches, how we can do it. So see here, how big it is looking for two only, it is doing like this. For three, you need to have three more. Then you have to union and then it will come. And whereas if you go to normalizer, it is simple. All right?
Yeah.
Clear with the normalizer transformation?
Yeah.
Okay, then any doubts?
No.
Okay, let's meet tomorrow then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.